And after Yaum Al-Tarwiya is Yaum Al-Arafah, the day of Arafah, the 9th of Thul-Hijjah. The day in which the Hujjaj go to the mountain of Arafah, and there they plead for the mercy of Allah, from Dhuhr until Maghrib. The Hujjaj go, after Fajr they leave Mina and they go to Arafah. And there they pray Dhuhr and Asr. And from then until Maghrib, they stand on the mountain, pleading for the mercy of Allah. And again, the root word, what is the root word of Arafah? It is Arafah, Ayn, Ra, Fa, Arafah. To know, to acknowledge. Why? Because the Hujjaj on that day, they are standing on the mountain of Arafah and they there are pleading to Allah. They're acknowledging their sins. They're admitting all the wrong they have done, and they're also acknowledging that Allah SWTA is Ghafurur Rahim. He is Khairul Ghafirin. He is the best of those who forgive. He is the most merciful of those who show mercy. And there they acknowledge their sins to Allah and they plead for His forgiveness, His repentance. And another root word of Arafah is Arafah. يُدْخِلُهُمُ الْجَنَّةَ عَرَّفَهَا لَهُمْ. Allah says that the believers will be admitted into paradise. عَرَّفَهَا لَهُمْ. Arafah means to scent. To scent. And so the Hujjaj on the Yaum Al-Arafah, when they ask for the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are being scented with His forgiveness and mercy. If there was a smell that could be attributed to sins, people would not come within miles of one another because of the amount of sins we have accumulated. But there on Yaum Al-Arafah, the Hujjaj are seeking the forgiveness of Allah and Allah is forgiving them. The Prophet said in Sahih Muslim that there is no day on which Allah SWTA frees more of His slaves from the hellfire except the day of Arafah. And verily He draws near to them and boasts of them to His angels, saying, what do they seek? Allah SWTA, who is already, He says in the Quran, Wallahu yuridu an yatuba alaykum. Allah SWTA already wants to turn in repentance to you. On the day of Arafah, when He draws close to the Hujjaj, when they have come from miles and thousands of miles away, seeking only the forgiveness of Allah, Allah of course will forgive them. And there is no day except for this day in which more people are free from the hellfire. And there, the Hujjaj, they stand on the mountain. Now when you are on the mountain, there's no shade. It's just you and the sun. That's it. There's no shade from the sun. And it gets very hot. You're very tired. You're stressed. You feel the heat of the sun till you begin sweating, and it reminds you of Akhirah. When the sun will be brought a mile away, and all of mankind will be gathered, and some will be sweating to their ankles, some to their knees, some to their hips, some to their necks, some will be drowning in their sweat based off of the sins they have committed in this world. And you feel that heat as you stand under the sun. You feel the pounding of the sun on your head, and it reminds you of death. And you see the millions of people on the mountain. All you see around you is waves and waves of white. And it reminds you of the Day of Judgment, when the billions of people from Adam alayhi salam to the Day of Judgment, everyone will be gathered again to stand before their Lord for questioning. It reminds you of that. And the Ihram itself reminds you that when you are wearing this 2 white cloths, one day we will be wrapped in the white death shroud. وَالْتَفَّتِ السَّاقُ بِالسَّاقِ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ يَوْمَئِذٍ الْمَسَاقُ. When we will be wrapped in the death shroud and we will be taken to our journey to the next life. Taken to the grave. The first step of Akhirah. And these all powerful reminders cause tears to flow on that day when the Hujjaj are saying, Ya Allah, forgive me and have mercy on me, Ya Allah. And they are scented with the forgiveness of Allah. And when the day is over and the sun sets, and the coolness overwhelms the Hujjaj as the sun is setting, so too you feel a coolness in your heart that Allah SWTA perhaps has forgiven my countless sins. And you hope for the mercy of Allah. And then the Hujjaj go to Muzdalifah. And Muzdalifah comes from the word that means to draw near, to draw close, because from Arafah is about 12 kilometers away from the Bayt of Allah. And now Muzdalifah is about 7 kilometers away. You're drawing closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's house.